You have probably seen the heated exchange between President Trump and President Zelensky.
You don't have the cards right now.
I'm not playing cards.
Right?
So that prompted the emergency meeting of democratic world leaders. By the way, I'm using this opportunity to say thank you to all allies of Ukraine for your unwavering support. But there was one thing that went under the radar. The UK government made a bold move, increasing defense spending. With Russia threatening Europe from one side and the uncertainty around the US support for the continent on the other side, this is definitely the right call. But there is one problem. They increased the defense spending from 2.3 to 2.5% of GDP. So where did the money come from? The foreign aid budget was cut from 0.5 to 0.3% of GDP. And this was a mistake. I know what you're thinking right now. The UK does have a cost of living crisis, and I feel it, we all feel it. But cutting foreign aid is only gonna make it worse. In Sudan, where war has displaced 9 million people, cutting foreign aid means less food and less medicine. And in Ukraine, less humanitarian aid means more suffering and more refugees in Europe and the UK. I want you to realize that foreign aid is not charity. It prevents crises that will cost far more to fix later on. More failed states, more wars, more pandemics. That's what happens when aid disappears. The question is, where should the money for both defense and foreign aid come from? A 2% tax on assets worth more than £10 million, paid only by the richest 20,000 people in the UK, would raise £24 billion. Enough for both defense and foreign aid. But maybe even the British super rich won't have to pay up their share. The UK has £18 billion of Russian dirty money in its banking system. And actually, the latest loan from the UK to Ukraine is backed by frozen Russian assets, so it costs zero to the UK taxpayer. So the bottom line is, we don't have to choose between defense and aid. We have to increase both.